Good morning. Actually it's afternoon, but that's alright. It's the first time going outside today, so that counts as morning. Emma and I are going to the market, and I'm going to get coffee and a donut, but not any old donut. What are you going to do, Emma?
I'm probably going to get some good bread, maybe the puttanesca, because I think that sounds really good.
You know that means whore, don't you?
Well, it's good bread.
In Italian.
Whorish bread. Awesome.
Yeah.
Love it. Also, I'm going to get...
Is it because you pay for it and it fills a need? Fulfills a need?
Oh, that's terrible, but funny. Then we're going to get maybe a pie, or maybe a...
From Summer Kitchen?
Yeah, like a proper pie. They're
like
the best pies in the whole world. And
a Hansa pie or something?
Yeah, something like that. Or I'm going to get a pork bun.
That's a bit of a difference.
Yeah, I know.
Two extremes of a spectrum.
Yeah.
Oh, this place. I don't know if you can smell it today. Been walking past here every day and there's such a strong scent. It smells almost like it's artificial, but it's not. Hang on. It usually hits right about here. But it's not as strong because it's windy. Can you smell it? Can you smell it? No, we'll smell it on the way back. Something in that garden smelled amazing. We were just talking about how John Williams, wonderful as his scores are, you kind of get stuck on Star Wars all the time. You're trying to think of something else like Superman and you can't because Star Wars always comes back in your head.
It's a Star Wars disease.
Do you have that problem?
You shouldn't bag him out.
Indeed. I might meet him one day.
Maybe you need to get Spielberg to like hire you to write a score for one of his films.
Or get him to make a movie about chai.
Yeah.
Or the Large Hadron Collider.
The Large Hadron Collider would work.
And chai.
The Large Hadron Collider starring Bruce Willis. That'd be awesome.
Emma's thinking Armageddon.
Yeah.
Large Hadron Collider.
I don't want to close my eyes.
I know, I've got it. So it's looking like the whole Large Hadron Collider is going to go catastrophic, and someone saves the day by placing a cup of chai in the proton stream, and it blocks the stream and means the whole thing is okay and the universe doesn't cease to exist. What do you reckon?
I don't know what Liv Tyler would say about that.
So, down at the market, Emma's disappeared because she got hot in the sun. I want a donut. There she is. Is it cooler in there?
Yeah. But I found some really cool paintings. I wish I had $5,000.
Donut next stop for me. Oh, and pork sausages with Matthew. This is Ross doing his thing.
Farms where we basically farm everything and we sell all the products from that. Is that your own brewery? Yeah, I'm on brewery on the southern end. My business partner lives in Sydney. Right. Yeah. And basically I do Berkshire and Wessex saddlebags and he does Wessex.
That looks like Riette.
There you go, Al.
Thank you, sir.
Rare food.
Pork Riette. Yum.
That's super.
Do you want another one?
No.
Change your plan.
I just saw the most amazing pecan and caramel slice thing.
Yeah?
I'm going to get some of it. It looks so good.
Are you going to eat it in the car on the way up?
No, I was going to share it with you at home.
Does that make you a friend with benefits?
Ew!
That was a bit
Al
wrong.
and I were just having the discussion about how we're not a couple and how we get asked if we're a couple a lot.
Well, you do. No one asked me.
Really?
Yeah.
It must be a boy thing. Meaning,
I don't know. Well, it's girls at your age, you know. Ooh, risky. So we ditched the hippie falafel and went with the lamb.
and it's awesome.
Yep. And this is going to be the site of one of Emma's greatest achievements for 2011.
Yep. Hopefully, if it all goes to plan.
This is Parliament House, everybody, and that is Mr. Ogilvy. Is it? Is that who that dude is?
I have no idea.
Yes. Premier and stuff. Hamish.
Hello.
Famous from such videos as Dean Stevenson, River with You, live at the Peacock Theatre.
Ooh.
And many others.
What can I say?
What's going on?
Just enjoying some lunch on the lawn,
Very nice.
and then gonna go.
Are they your peeps?
Yeah, yeah.
Are they musicians?
They are.
Ah.
They're from the old band MIQ.
Ah.
The Matthew Ives Quintet. Matthew Ives himself, right?
Yes.
Everyone
There you
should know Matthew Ives.
Hamish is a bass player. There he goes. He has been playing double bass with Dean quite a bit. Dean, in case you haven't met, I'll stick a link and you can check out some of his vids. Very fine musician, very fine indeed. So over there is Big Shed, and they're working on it at the moment to finish it, ready for a couple of events. One of those events is the Hobart Beer Festival, which I'm playing at. Dean and I are playing at as Future and Dean. So come and see if you're in town. If you're not, there'll probably be videos up about it. What's your quandary, Emma?
Can't decide between choc mint, coffee, and red berry sorbet for the ice cream. And maybe carrot. It's 4 for $6.50.
Could I, grab a double shot short black and a jam donut, please? Cheers. Thanks, mate.
Hi.
Both.
Yeah.
Choc mint and red berry. It's like... That does look good. That red berry is making me a little bit jealous. It's got a nice looking texture. Soft but not too soft.
Tastes good too. Do you want to taste?
Hang on. Yes.
Kind of a bit sherbety.
Oh, yeah. I see what you mean. That's awesome. Delicious. Very refreshing. Cheers. Look, Emma. Look at how lush. That's good. Just what I needed. Look at how delicious and yellow that is. That's organic egg yolks in there. And real raspberry jam. Yum. It's just yum. So that was Dean, and Dean sells cheese on Sundays at the farmers market in town. At all? Oh, gee. I suppose it is pretty late, isn't it? Bummer. Miss, what's her name? Miss Hubbard's cupboard is bare. Is it? It's the 1 year anniversary of the market tomorrow, and Dean, Ralph and Randall are playing for 2 hours from 10 till 12. So Dean was looking for a fill-in for the cheese for 2 hours, so I'm going to fill in for the cheese for 2 hours. So you might get to come along. Australians often like to bag out our national anthem.
Oh shit.
It's not shit. But because I think it's because people are so used to hearing Star Spangled Banner and seeing how Americans react to it, that it just doesn't seem as grand or as emotion-evoking.
I don't think Australians are patriotic in the same way though. I think we're very differently patriotic. We take the piss out of everyone.
Maybe it's because we didn't really fight a war of independence as such, and we're just drifting along in the wake of a monarch who doesn't really do anything. And anyway, I've been thinking about how could you rewrite Advanced Australia Fair to sound more patriotic. Actually, maybe, and the lyrics too, like, Australians all let us rejoice, for we are young and free. So that's very literal. And oh say can you see by the dawn's early light, that evokes more imagery and stories, and
yeah,
it's a bit more it's not abstract, but anyway, I think I could write a better one. I'm going to have a go at that one day. Yeah, why not? I finished my donut and the heavens are crying for me. And Emma's being a girl.
Yep.
Ah, rain on hot asphalt. Smells delicious. Smells like Western success. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever said. That's a sight that just, ooh, will be, warms a foodie's heart. Fresh herbs, nice sausages. And according to Emma, happiness is a pork sausage.
True.
Is that what you said?
That is what I said.
That could sound so wrong. So I'm editing yesterday's vlog, which is the first vlog. So I've got a bunch of footage from the last 6 months or so, which I'd always intended to put up, but for whatever reason haven't, because I was too slow editing or whatever. Anyway, I am intending to kind of put bits and pieces of that together over the next little while and kind of include it in some of these vlogs. So there was a trip up to the east coast of Tasmania that Emma and I did with Dean and his group. Hello.
Hello, how you going?
Very well.
Welcome.
Ooh, nice. What else? Maybe some gigs that I either played at or did the sound for. Yeah, anyway, you'll see. If I get time, I might put some of that on this video. Emma's just left for the evening. Won't be back till tomorrow, so I have the house to myself. Wow, what can I do? House to myself and a bunch of dill. Bunch of dill, pork sausages, and I feel like a cooking video coming on. What do you reckon? Up for it? Cooking time! So, what have we got? Some assorted vegetables. Broccoli, carrot, dill. Potatoes that have already been cooked and I'm going to mash them in a minute. And gammon. So it's a smoked pork type fillety thing. And with that there's some apples and onions and some brandy. Make a bit of a apple sauce type thing in the same pan as it was fried in. So let me just heat this back up and excuse the noise. There's a little bit of olive oil on the outside of this just to stop the meat sticking, but there's obviously plenty of fat on that, which good pork, good flavour. Alright, so here's the gammon. So it's pretty much like a ham steak almost. Smells and looks a bit like it. And I've just put the, cooked it on one side obviously, browned it nicely for flavour. Apples and onions starting, just so they'll cook down. And then when this is coloured on the other side, I'll put it in the oven and then turn off the oven so it'll keep cooking a little bit, but then it'll kind of cool down and rest a bit. And then I'll keep going with the sauce, and I've kind of mashed potato to start with, and then we'll get some these other veggies going. So I've now taken the gammon off the pan and it's resting in the oven. I've just poured in some bit of brandy to deglaze the pan, and I'll keep softening this down. There's a little knob of butter in there. If I had some cider, that would probably help. Okay, plating up time. Some veggies, just tossed around with some dill, the gammon, the apple sauce, the mash, and I'm just going to mix through some dill in with that with a fork, which I've lost. There it is. And there we have a rustic plate of gammon with mashed potatoes, apple sauce, and broccoli and carrots tossed with dill. And it's going to be delicious. What are you having for dinner?